I've been too positive on this channel recently. Yeah, it's March Madness. We love this Cinderella. We love this story. But what really happens is that the big schools, the big teams get absolutely embarrassed on the biggest stage, and we gotta talk about it. A high seed, a championship contender, a team everybody picked to make a deep run suddenly gets ran off the court by a no-name school from a conference you've never heard of. This is brutal. I'm not here to waste your time with a long intro. I'm going over the biggest first-round crash outs in NCAA tournament recent history. But oh, just wait. Let me know who you think is next in the comments. And also, did I forget anyone? Watch all the way to the end of the video and let me know. If you're new, just subscribe for great content like this. What are you doing? 2021, 2-seeded Ohio State and 15th-seeded Oral Roberts. The Buckeyes had everything going for them. They had E.J. Liddell. That guy was a beast. Final Four potential. They were Big Ten battle-tested in a tough conference. And Oral Roberts, no one saw that coming. The funniest thing about them was their name, Oral. Yes. Here's how the crash out happened. Oral Roberts star Max Abmas, aka mid-major Steph Curry, dropped 29. Ohio State bricked everything down the stretch. They turned it over 16 times and also went 9 of 18 from the free throw line. You're just doing it to yourself at that point. And Oral Roberts won 75-72 in OT. 99.7% of brackets had the Buckeyes winning. Michigan fans were in complete bliss, as you'd expect, as they made it to the Elite Eight that season. We're back at it again with another Big Ten choke. This time it's Tom Izzo's worst nightmare. And I was in middle school for this one. I remember the entire school buzzing. Michigan State was a title favorite as a 2-seed. They had Denzel Valentine. It was Tom Izzo, a legendary coach, one of his best teams ever. The Spartans had just dominated the Big Ten tournament, and Middle Tennessee, yeah, who is that? Here's how it happened. Middle Tennessee hit their first 6 shots of the game. They were up 15-2. No nerves, no hesitation. They were just straight stroking that thing with lotion. MSU never led, not for one single second. Izzo's team got jumped from the jump. MSU shot 7 of 21 from 3, and Middle Tennessee, they went to work inside. Final score 90-81, and I mean, come on, 90 points to a school from the Conference USA. What are we talking about? Over 20% of brackets had MSU winning it all. 2018 Arizona as a 4-seed and number 13 seeded Buffalo, the game where DeAndre Ayton got locked up. There was no excuse for Arizona. It was their year, according to the fans, which they said every single time before they choked. Ayton was the number 1 overall pick, and Arizona had one of the most talented rosters in the country. And Buffalo, they were just Buffalo. I mean, come on. But they came out fearless. They played like a team with nothing to lose, and they did have nothing to lose. Ayton low-key got bullied inside. Buffalo's defense neutralized him, and Arizona's defense, on the other hand, was an absolute joke. Buffalo got so many wide-open threes, fast breaks, and dunks. Final score 89-68, losing by 21 to Buffalo. Sean Miller was done, man. Sean Miller, get out of here. Another one of those 2-15 upsets, Mizzou and Norfolk State. Missouri was 30-4 in 2012. They had elite offense. They were full of veterans, had just won the Big 12 tournament, and Norfolk State, this was their first tournament appearance. Here's how the crash out happened. Kyle O'Quinn, you do not remember him. I'm serious. You do not remember him. There's no way. You must be a freak. He put up 26 and 14 for Norfolk, and Mizzou had no answer. Their defense looked like an LA Fitness pickup game after 5 p.m. Final score 86-84, and Mizzou fans, they didn't recover. This one broke their souls. How did this one even happen? 2023 Purdue, who was a 1-seed, and 16th seeded Fairleigh Dickinson. Fairleigh Dickinson had one player taller than 6'8", and Purdue had Zach Edey, a 7'4" monster. But Purdue's guards played like middle schoolers. Fairleigh Dickinson ran circles around them, and it was 63-58. The second time a 16 seed took down a 1. We'll get into the other in a sec. And Purdue was a meme that definitely hurt Zach Edey's legacy, even though he won Player of the Year. We all remember exactly where we were when this happened. Virginia, UMBC, you already know what's going down. Virginia was so good that season, and UMBC, no one had ever heard of them, but they played fast, much faster than Virginia. They were coached by Tony Bennett, slow team. They couldn't keep up. Their offense couldn't shoot. They disappeared, and a 74-50 a 40-minute beatdown by the Retrievers. And although the Cavaliers bounced back in 2018 and won the national title, this loss will forever be in memory. Oh boy, this one is fresh in our minds. 2024, 3-seeded Kentucky and 14th-seeded Oakland. The Jack Golke game. Come on. But for real though, we shouldn't have been surprised with Coach Cal's tournament resume. Kentucky was loaded with talent, of course. Oakland was out of the Horizon League, but one dude had other plans. Jack Golke turned into prime Steph Curry. 10 threes. Kentucky couldn't stop him. Final score 80-76. Oakland turned BBN into a BBL. That crash out was so bad. Coach Cal, we never saw him in Lexington again. If you guys go crazy on the engagement, get it jumping in the algorithm, I'll do a part 2 of this video. Make sure to check out my bracket prediction and also my bracket prediction with my best friend who knows nothing about basketball. And let me know what you think. Take it easy. Happy March Madness. Make sure to skip work tomorrow. Don't go to school. Don't do your finals. You guys need to be there all day from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night. All day. You need full monitors. Monitor here, there, stats, bracket, everything pulled up. I am so excited. I'm so excited.